We don't want to be put on the same level as somebody like you, an artificial body with no feelings. We have feelings, even though we don't poo.
A lot of things continue to be explained in Naruto 603. Now, this particular chapter, a couple things happened. I gotta say, there was some stuff that I had a problem with in this chapter, but I was just enjoying the fact that one major thing that I thought might not be explained is explained in this particular chapter, and I'm talking about this guy right here. Yeah, this is actually a person. One thing that I thought would never be explained is why Obito or Toby used to act real goofy when he would go, "Deidara senpai!" and all that craziness. This chapter kind of basically closes that hole. You know, it's like every chapter from these flashbacks seemingly is closing one hole after another. Well, not hole, but what people considered plot holes or stuff we would never see explained is getting slowly, like, you know, explained in these particular chapters. Now, this chapter, we get that. That was one of the major things I would definitely say that is explained. And for obviously it isn't shown, but you know, it isn't shown as far as like Obito acting like that specifically with that on, but basically in this chapter we see that there's two guys there. There's the Zetsu, the white Zetsu, and then there's also the spiral looking guy, which we never seen up until now, like as a person. We've only seen that mask in particular, but we've never actually seen the spiral guy. So it's safe to assume after the end of the chapter, when he puts on the spiral guy to go rescue Rin and Kakashi, so to speak, that the spiral guy is the personality that was acting goofy all those times when we was like, why is he acting goofy? You know, why would somebody do this? It doesn't seem like Obito would go that far, or that's in the personality of like Obito or even Madara to do that. So that's definitely explained. Another thing that is slowly creeping in is the hair. Now, you think, trivial, what are you talking about hair? Obito's hair starts to grow out and it starts to look like basically Madara's hair with the length and whatnot. Doesn't look exactly like it, but definitely having it long like that kind of gives off the appearance of Madara. And if you slowly start piecing it together, you see he's putting on the mask, he has the hair, and he could slowly already start parading around as Madara, because that I guess outfit, you could say, or that spiral looking guy, when you put him on, I guess it probably would give him the appearance of an adult. So right then and there, this is starting to explain that spiral looking guy is probably what he was wearing a lot of the times. Maybe even he did fight against Minato. It was actually him, and he had the spiral looking guy on. And I guess maybe he could, after time, he's going to learn how to change the appearance of it, so that way it doesn't look like a full body thing. It just looks like a mask. That's what I'm starting to get from this. And yeah, everything is just really piecing together after this chapter. There were a couple things I didn't like. Like, I felt like it was kind of dragged on. Like, we didn't get some of the good stuff towards the end. And even then, there was still some of the flashbacks with Rin and Kakashi and Obito. Like, we get it. He had a great life with them. He loved being with them. Well, for the most part. Of course, he bickered and argued with him and called him idiot Kakashi. But, you know, he had a good life with him. And I felt like we don't need to keep seeing that. So that's one thing that I had a problem with. Another thing is just that it kind of felt a little bit like slow pace with the jokes. I personally like that they're adding jokes in, because, you know, Naruto has become so serious lately. Everything is so serious. So to get a little bit of comedy in it definitely lightens the mood up, because this is pretty dark. You know, this is kid. Has a body that's all messed up. You know, it's just a really dark world. We see that Madara, when he sleeps, it almost looks as though the Ghetto Mazo is sleeping as well. Pretty strange, because we didn't see what the Ghetto Mazo would look like when Madara was awake, but when Madara was sleeping, you see the Ghetto Mazo like slumped over with his arm like that. So it's safe to assume that maybe they're strongly connected somehow. There's little stuff you can get from the chapter that kind of, when you piece it together, you're like, whoa, you know, Obito has the long hair, okay, that adds up there. The spiral looking guy, he puts him on as a body, that right there. Now towards the end, when Zetsu breaks in and is like, oh, I see stupid Kakashi and Rin that you talk about, they're in trouble. Immediately it's starting to make me believe Madara ordered them go, you know, disrupt them and cause something that's going to make Obito follow me. Like, he even says that, make him useful by the time I wake up. So I'm guessing that he sent Zetsu, like, this is a prediction, he sent Zetsu to do whatever is going on that's going to have Kakashi and Rin die. He sent them to do it. And whether it may be a genjutsu that Obito sees, whatever it may be, I believe Zetsu is definitely behind it. maybe even the Spiral Guy. I don't know if the Spiral Guy was out there, but Spiral Guy is identical to the way Toby used to act, or Obito used to act prior to saying, "I am Uchiha Madara." That's the way he used to act. Now, did he die in his fight against Konan, the spiral-looking guy? Maybe that mask, when it got broken, the spiral guy died, possibly. Is a possibility. Also, one thing that I wanted to note is that Obito said something like, "Where's the other white one?" As if there was three, but wouldn't like the other one be the black Zetsu? So that kind of confused me as well. Like, got the Zetsu there, we got the spiral guy there, and who would be the third one? Maybe there was another Zetsu looking like creature. Overall, decent chapter. I wish there was a little bit more content and a little less flashback. Jokes were alright. I kind of enjoyed them. Maybe could have been a little bit light on that as well, because at the end of the day, I kind of wanted these chapters to just be crammed with information after information, but there's a lot of just inferring, and in order to understand stuff, you got to really completely look at it, analyze it a little bit, and then connect the dots. And that's really what I got from this chapter. It's you can infer that from here on out, a lot of different things. That was probably Obito with the long hair when we seen him. For me personally, it was connect the dots with this chapter. I can't wait to see next week when Obito gets on the battlefield to see. Probably this is where we're going to see what happened to Rin exactly next week, so I'm really excited for that. And overall, again, decent chapter, but let me know what you think. Do you think that from here on out, pretty much you can assume that Obito, that was indeed him all those times with the long hair and everything, because we see him with long hair now? Do you think the Spiral guy is dead in our current time? Did Konan kill the Spiral-looking guy? And I keep saying the Spiral-looking guy, but I'm mainly talking about this. Just overall, any new predictions you can get based on this, knowing that the Spiral-looking guy was actually a costume that Obito wore. He might have fought Minato with that as well. Theories, thoughts, comment section below. And your world thoughts of the chapter. Again, a couple problems here or there that kind of made it drag out. We didn't need some of those flashbacks, but still enjoyable. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait next week to see what's going to happen. I feel like every week it's no, another week, no. But I'm still excited. As always, people, have an awesome day.